And the tremors still being felt here in Minnesota as the host team and two-time defending champions are out. And now it's Canada against Slovakia in the final of the 4 quarterfinals today. The last game being played here at 3M at Mariucci. And it is the Canadians and the Slovaks. All 3 Slovak losses in this tournament have been by 1 goal. Has a look. Crisscrossing with McKenna. Drops it off for him. McKenna centers it. And Hayes just missed on that. Played back by Danford. And Aitchison slides it back in as Martin moves up for it. Brady Martin. But a fine McKenna with that pass that was broken up by Kovalchuk. Now a centering pass and a quick shot in front from Martin. Turned away point blank by Pradel.
Shut him down.
Danford takes a big hit but plays the puck to O'Reilly. Snaps it ahead for Desnoyers with Baudouin driving. Desnoyers centers it. It's knocked away on a good back check by Adam Kallman. Looks ahead for Hage. In comes Hage. That pass for McKenna drops back and Danford with a shot. Save made in tight by Pravo. Rebound goes to Hage. Trying to find McKenna there. Now back at the point is Danford. Across to Aitchison. Swings it back down to Hage. Shoots. It goes off a stick and wide. Here is Hovan. John Hovan, the LA draft. Tied up in the corner by Karls. And again, the 2 underage defensemen are out there. Verhoff and Karls for Canada. Move back at the point. That long shot taken there by Kelp is gloved by Ivan Kovic. And then coming in late was Andreas Straka. And Desnoyers took exception to that. Boyer turns it over to McKenna. The return pass misfired. Still loose in front. Bounces back to Verhoff with a shot. Save made by Prado. Rebound loose in front. Page digging for it. Now Verhoff. Back defending. As O'Reilly has it for Canada. Sam O'Reilly has a quick look ahead. Banks that up for Baudouin. He knocks it down for Reshny. Reshny drops it back in the high slot. Verhoff a shot. Penalty save. Rebound score! Picked up by Reshny and Canada takes the lead. 5:32 to go here in the first. Aitchison back around for Danford. Canada trying to set up a rematch of not just the last 2 quarterfinals, but of a classic Boxing Day game that Canada won 7-5. McGinley moves and it scores! TJ Ginla with a lightning strike, and it's 2-0. Up for Misa, that bounced away, and now Misa back with it. In comes Misa with a Ginla. And Martone played back at the point for Perek. In the corner for Misa. He walks out, shoots, scores! Michael Misa fires it home, and it's 3-0. One of 9 players ever to be granted exceptional player status in the CHL. Karl shoots, bouncy puck in front. O'Reilly scores! Sam O'Reilly continues the onslaught. It's 4-0. And Perek slithers in. McKenna shoots, it goes off a foot and wide. Here's Martin back with it. Brady Martin drops it off to McKenna. Works back in, sends it across to Hage. Cross ice, McKenna looks back door, they score! And Canada zips it around right to the back of the net. Brady Martin finishes it off, and it's 5-0 Canada. Hage back to Perek. Across to McKenna. McKenna rink wide to Hage. Traps it back in front. And that's tapped just wide by Martin. What a pass there from Reshny. Perek. Mishak all over him. That's center ice. Martone. In for Misa. He finds Luchenko. Backhand shot turned away by Lenyak. Luchenko. Back to Martone. He shoots. And that was blocked by Kallman. The puck goes up and out. And if this score holds, Canada would play in the late semi against the Czechs.
Maybe an early game gets a bit more rest. Here we go.
Lead pass for Ginla. Into the break. TJ Ginla shoots. Lenyak makes the stop on that. And Misa and Ginla are flying. Trying to retrieve the puck. Poke free by Martin. Martin stays on it. Martin back down to Hage. Shovels that to the side of the goal. Played back across. Martin to the goal post.
What a pass! What a pass!
Play in the CHL. 8 play in Slovakia. That tells you a little bit about where things are heading. Verhoff chips it ahead for Martone. Shoots, scores! Porter Martone will feed from Verhoff. it's 6-0. Desnoyers centers it, that just missed. In comes Perek. Perek sends it back in there. O'Reilly turned away, the rebound to Baudouin, scores. Touchdown, Canada. They played games against teams in the Slovak Extra League, but they got pounded most nights, so they went to an under-18 program, kind of like the U.S. National Team Development Program, but they couldn't make that work. In comes again on the breakaway. Again it works in, and again he's turned away in tight by Lenyak. He's turned away by Evan Kovic. Brunik was knocked down hard by Tomek. And now Hovan walks in and shoots, scores! Jan Hovan gets the Slovaks on the board with 3:10 to go in the second, and Brunik is not happy. All right, so at the start of the period here, the officials have told the Slovaks and Lukas Tomka he's out of the game. He and Perek got unsportsmanlike conduct penalties at the end, but he also got a game misconduct for a little gathering in front of the benches. So Tomka is out for the rest of the game. 8 of the Slovaks play for Canadian Hockey League teams. Oh yeah, that shot knocked out by Evan Kovic, and he'll hang on to that. And pass for Coots, swings it back across, and Karls unloads on that. Knocked away by Lenyak. Coots. In for Baudouin, shoots, hit the pipe. So a long power play here for the Slovaks in the third period. Nemitz feeds that down to Spurchek, and on point shot stopped by Evan Kovic. Puck still loose. Evan Kovic down, and the puck squirts out of that pile into the corner.
What a block by Baudouin.
Flips it back out. The first year of the program of excellence was 1982. Canada had never gone out of the medals 3 straight times in that time, and they won't now, as Canada is on to the semifinals. So the 2 straight quarterfinal losses have been avenged, and now it's on to face Czechia, who has been their nemesis the last couple of years in what should be a classic semifinal matchup.
They wanted redemption on Boxing Day. The next game will give them redemption for the last 2 years as they go up against Czechia again.